friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have brought a wonderful chapter, that is periodic classification of elements. I hope you all will like it. If you like it, please subscribe my channel. So this is basically a chapter which is very interesting, and you all will enjoy it once you will do it. It's very interesting chapter really. So I just hope you all will like it, this chapter. So this is basically a periodic table, which is also known as Mendeleev's periodic table, and here you are going to learn different elements, different mass, atomic mass, and what is it, we'll learn in the next video. So this is just an example of how does actually a periodic table looks. So let's test how much you all remember your past chapters from your earlier standards of this related to this. So there are some questions which is written on your screen, and I hope you all will answer it, and I hope you all know what are the answers of it. So let's do what is it. The first question which is given is, what are the types of matter? And the answer for it is, the types of matter are solid, liquid and gas. The second question which is asked is, what are the types of elements? And the types of elements are metals, non-metals and metalloids. I hope you all will remember what are metalloids. Metalloids are basically which shows the characteristics of both metals as well as non-metals, that is your metalloids. The third question is, what are the smallest particles of matter called? So the smallest particles of matter is called as atom. So in your lower class, I think so, in your 7th or 8th standard, you must have learned the entire chapter of atom. So that is the answer, and atom is unbreakable. So that last part, the smallest particle of matter is called as a atom. The last question which is asked over here is, what is the difference between the molecules of elements and compounds? So for the answer, I want it from you, so you can comment in a comment session. So this is basically some questions which is asked. Let's test some more. So so on your screen you can see there are some session objectives. So this session objectives I have specially made so that you all can find out that how much you all know. So once the video gets over, once you see entire video, you will understand what we are going to cover up in this video, and whatever will be left, that we'll do in the next video. So at the last you can write all the answers for it once you will understand. So that is the session objectives. The next one is given. So let's begin up with the chapter, that is classification of elements. So the chapter is divided into two parts, that is a classification of elements and the early attempts that has been made for this. So let's read the history. What is the history of it? So the first is classification of elements. The classification of elements says that the arranging of elements into different groups on the basis of the similarities in their properties is called the classification of elements. And the classification of similar elements into groups makes the study of elements easier. There are about 114 different elements known so far. So in your history, when you study, you will see there were n number of elements which were found, and some were made also by the scientists, that we are going to learn which were the elements which were made by the scientists. The second question which is said that early attempts means in the history, what the attempts which are made means for the elements to be settled in the particular group, that is also we are going to learn in this particular chapter. So it is given, the earliest attempt to classify elements was grouping then known elements, about 30 elements, into two groups called metals and non-metals. So the periodic table is divided into two groups, that is metals, non-metals, and now from the periodic table which is made now, which is made by Mendeleev, is divided into many categories. For example, metals, non-metals and metalloids. So there are separate group also made for the metalloids part. So all the elements are arranged in that particular periodic table. The defect in this classification was that it had no place for metalloids, elements which have properties of both metals and non-metals, which were discovered later. So can you guess who was the scientist who has been made the means where there was only the space was there for only metals and non-metals but not for the metalloids. Yes, so you are correct. That is Dobryna's triads. So Dobryna was a scientist, and he has also put forth to find out to to make space to settle all the elements in the periodic table. So let's learn who was the new scientist, and he's new for us. So let's read who was he. In the history of the periodic table, Dobryna's triads were an early attempt at organizing the chemical elements by certain physical properties. In 1829, the German chemist John Wolfgang Dobryna noted that there were triads of elements that showed similar chemical properties. He also noted that other properties of the elements followed trends in which the value of the middle element of the triad was in between those of the end members. For example, the atomic weight and density of the central element of the triad was at or nearly the mean of the atomic weights of the other two members. The modern periodic table has these triads of elements in adjacent spaces, either consecutive periods, that is row, or groups, that is columns, or consecutive groups in a period. So in your periodic table, means the actual periodic table, you will find rows, that is periods, and columns, that is your groups. So he was a scientist, Dobryna's triad. So this is the entire information about him. The next is your Dobryna's triads rule, means how does he found it out, means how the elements are there, means as per him what was the formula for him to to find out. For example, as you can see on your screen, it is given elements, symbol, and atomic masses, right? So in the first set it is given lithium, sodium, and potassium. For lithium it is Li, for sodium it is Na, and for potassium it is K, which is very well known to you all. And the atomic masses are given. Now for example, the first and last one, means the lithium and the potassium one, then atomic mass is also given. Suppose if we need to find the mass for sodium, what we are going to do over here is that we'll find. So when you will add lithium, which atomic mass is 6.9, and potassium, which is 39, you will get 23 somewhere. If you are nearby, you will get 22 something, so then also it's near to 23. So this was the rule, but every time it was not perfectly matched with it. So this was actually a Dobryna's triad, where there were three elements. Triads basically means three elements, and when you add A plus C, that is the first and the last element, you will get the middle term, and upon 2. Yeah, so when you will divide, see, like for 6.9 plus 39 upon 2, because we are taking mean of it, so that we'll get the atomic mass of sodium. Same way you can calculate for everyone, you will get some numbers which will be nearly, not exactly, but somewhere it will be nearly to it. So this is basically a table. So for C, now as you can see, it is lithium and sodium and potassium. How it is then? 7.0 plus 39.0 upon 2. So we'll get 23.0 exactly. You're getting. So this is basically a Dobryna's triad. So not only for this, you can calculate this for anyone, for like for calcium, strontium, and barium. You will get for this also even. But every time, see, now for strontium, when you are taking the mean of it, you are getting 88.5, but exactly it is 87.5, but nearby it is. So but sometime if it went very high, so that was not acceptable. For example, now it is 87.5, right? So if you are getting something like 101 and 102, so it is very much far, so that was not acceptable over here. So this was Dobryna's triads. And how to remember is, just remember A plus C upon 2 to get B. The formula is A plus C upon 2 to get B. So I hope you must have all understood my video. I usually suggest everyone to please see my video, and please like it, share it, comment it if you like it, and for then take care and bye bye. Let's meet you on the next video. So please share it as much as, and please comment how you like my video. If you like my video, please like it, share it, and please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates of. So thanks for watching.